Good morning, Drag and Drive addicts. Listen, I've been home for 2 days now, 3 days. This is the third day, and I miss everybody that was at race week. It's hard to come home from being in the middle of all of your race car friends to come home and be around normal people. It's very difficult. So you have all of the cool cars are driving around all the time. Every time you pass a gas station, there's race car friends there. To now, I saw a blue Corvette yesterday, like a 70s Corvette, C3 Corvette, and I was like, "Oh man, look at that car!" And that was it. That was the only cool car I saw all day yesterday. So it's hard not being around all of you guys. Let's get into it. Daily Dose of Drag and Drive number 62 popping off right here. I want to thank Sweet Patina for coming on as a sponsor of the Built for Drag and Drive segment of the news and for other parts of our social media presence. Having them on is obviously a big deal. I love Patina. The Sweet Patina brand is such a cool, just whole ambiance of everything they've got, shirts, decals, all that kind of cool stuff you can wear. But then they also have a ton of stuff for your car. So they have offered a 10% discount for all of the Drag and Drive Addiction followers. Use DND57 as your discount code when you go to checkout for any purchase on sweetpatina.com. All right, here's the deal. Today is the final day of race week. You need to have Bang Shift YouTube channel pulled up on your computer or on your TV or wherever you're watching stuff today, because they are going live here in just a little while. It's going to be racing. It's a shootout all day. So there are different classes. There's different, bracket and fast 8 and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to go into all that because you can find all the details on it at RockyMountainRaceweek.com. But all of the cars have to break the beams before they are technically finished. Now, I don't know if that means some cars will make a pass. Last at 1.0, cars were it was a single file line of them going down the track, breaking the beams. Nobody was really laying it out. But there are a few racers that had struggles overnight that I'm in Facebook groups with or chats with. Jason Hurley was one of those guys. They put rod bearings in that car yesterday, and if you'll remember, he is leading the event right now. He has laid down his average is a 716. If he doesn't break the beams today, which he pulled into the track just a little bit ago at like 6:30 a.m., so he's there. All he has to do is break the beams, but they put rod bearings in that motor in the parking lot at Tulsa. So that's pretty awesome to have seen that. And then him and Payden Bullock were cruising together. Payden loses a cam gear somewhere in the sketchy part of Oklahoma City at like 2 a.m. So they had to scrounge and find a cam gear, replace it, and they just pulled it. Payden also pulled into the track with Jason. So pretty crazy. I'll tell you, it's stories like that we talk about all the time, but there are a ton of things like Jared Gwynn and them had to put a fuel pump on the S10 last night in the parking lot just because it just gave out. They pulled into the parking lot and it ended its life right there. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff. But the problem is it's 1 a.m. and you're trying to find a fuel pump so you can get to the track the next day. And you know how hard that is. So if you're co-pilot, this is another tip I'll use for you drag week guys as we lead into that. Make sure your co-pilot is checking the Facebook group. Make sure there's stuff there that they can, you may have what they're needing and be able to help as you pass. All right, so we talked about that. Skyla Lipinski painted enough fingernails. This is what's crazy. So all the people that had pink fingernails, you saw them all. There's a bunch of posts with pictures and things like that. I'll gather all those pictures I can and put them in a little video for tomorrow morning's Drag and Drive news. She painted enough fingernails and took enough donations to raise $1,500, more than $1,500 for the Wicked Chicks race, or the Wicked Chicks racing in race week this year. By my count, there were at least 15 female racers this year in the race week event. And then this award was started by Cody Hanson and Chad Reynolds in honor of their wives. All right, let's jump into the last little bit here, and then I've got to bounce. The fastest 8 cars, obviously, are the ones that get the most attention. So it's a pretty wide range to be. It surprised me actually. So we go from Jason Hurley at a 7.1658 to Tom McGilton 7.529. Clint Sodowsky, our tall buddy, 7.9255. Chad Fegley, stick car, it's kind of neat, 8.063. Eric Kuhn, he actually ran a 7.90, which I'm pretty sure, no, I know it was his fastest. It was his personal best ever, and especially to do that in drag week or in race week trim is pretty awesome. Eric Kuhn at 8.1685. Aaron Shaffer at 8.5105. I think he won the limited street class with that. Trevor Branden 8.5307. And then Robert Williams, our buddy in Weapon X, 8.5847. So the fastest 8 cars spread almost a second and a half, which is pretty interesting. So I'm going to break down. I've started to put numbers together for how many people were in the, like 850 to 870, and kind of break us out from there to see, again, our fastest class, our largest class is going to be, the 12-second range. So if you have a 12-second car and you're like, oh, I'm not going to go because I'm not fast enough, I'll tell you, the 12-second guys are the widest group. There was at least 53 in the 12.0 index, but then there's also a lot of other cars that were in other classes that were also 12-second cars. And there's cars that were not in the 12-second range, like a couple 10.0 index cars that finished in the 12s. So just because you have a 10-second car doesn't mean you're a 10-second car on a drag and drive event. All right, let's jump to comments real quick. Oh, here we go. We got Chris Cabe and we got a Facebook user. If you are in the Drag and Drive Addiction group, I will remind you that you'll need to give StreamYard permission to use your name from the group and it'll pop up. So whoever that is, thank you very much. Good morning to you as well. All right. Drag and Drive Addiction merch is still available for free shipping. We have that until the end of September. But if you want your stuff by drag week, you need to order it right now, because we've only got a week between, today. So we got Saturday, and then you have a week, and then drag week starts that next Sunday. So if you are anywhere that is 4-day shipping, you may be in trouble. So come on, order that stuff. We got hats, hoodies, decals, t-shirts, all that kind of stuff. So again, free shipping until the end of September. And then I want to wish all the racers good luck today. I will be watching at home. I'll be making inappropriate comments in the chat, and we're going to have a good day. I've got to do my regular day job work, but I'll definitely have that earbud in. So good luck, and thank you, everybody. Oh, let's see, Dylan Carroll just popped in here. If you haven't seen it yet, he put a stack on the 3rd gen Camaro, and it's awesome. I love it. They actually built a baffle down inside. It's a great setup. All right, guys, thank you very much. We'll see y'all in the morning for the Drag and Drive news at 9 a.m. Eastern.